what Ozzy Osbourne's favorite part of the periodic table of elements is?
No, what is it?
It's the heavy metals.
So Janis and I are in Livermore, California. We just met Jack Bunch and his wife Liz. Jack has an amazing transformation story, and we're getting some of those details from him as we explore his gym. The thing is, it's a beautiful day outside in California, and before we get the rest of the story, we want to hop in the car with Jack and Liz and basically just go around and do whatever Jack and Liz do. So we're excited.
And we arrive at one of their favorite places to hike, Sycamore Park, and it's a beautiful California day.
So part of Jack's story is that, before when he was heavier, he really couldn't walk very far without having pain in his knees. He got those knee braces that were basically able to help him walk without having so much pain. And then once the weight came off, his knees were so much better. So it's cool to explore the areas around Livermore with him and Liz, because you can tell that he really values his body and being able to walk and hike and enjoy his surroundings. And so it's just cool to explore these areas with both him and Liz and see how they get out and about and reconnect in the world, and how they also stay healthy. In talking with Jack, it's obvious that family is really important to him, and he has a really big family. In fact, part of his duty as a grandpa is watching his grandkids some days. And we're hoping to get to meet a little bit more of that extended family.
Today, one of his grandkids has a soccer game, so after hiking, we'll get to join them for that.
Jack's grandkids obviously love him, and watching little kids play soccer, super entertaining.
We even get to meet their newest grandbaby. She's so precious. After a day of hiking and getting to know Jack's family, we're now headed back to their house to get a little more of Jack's story.
2016, where I had the mini stroke symptoms, the TIA they called it. And it knocked me out for a month. And so I was kind of done then. At that point, to be honest with you, I didn't really care if I was alive or dead at that point, right? I was just done with everything. I just thought I was, why am I even here? Why am I even here? I'm just a burden on everybody else, right? And that's when, in July, my daughter and my son-in-law came to me and asked if I could, watch my grandson. And that's when I said yes, and I had to get a win. So that's when it woke me up. I said I got to be there for him, because I'm gonna be part of his life. I committed myself. I'm gonna be part of his life, help raising him, right? So I had to be there, and that was the wake-up call. So he's my why. So he's really my hero, because he pretty much saved my life. Weight was like 370, but that's only because the doctor's scale didn't go up any higher. So I would go into the doctors and, okay, what do you weigh? I said, same as last time, 370. In California, if you're a good driver, you don't have to change your license for a while. So it was always my goal weight on the license, right? So when I was over 300 pounds, my goal weight was always 275. Of course, I didn't look like that. If I looked at when I got on the plane, they said, oh, no, this guy is not 275, come on. Well, the first thing I did was remove Diet Coke. I had to get that win. It had to be easy, because I really didn't want to get going on this. I've been 370, How do you change the mindset that fast? You can't do it. So I had to get a win. And so I gave up the Diet Coke. That was the first thing I did. I lost 10 pounds in from August to November of that year. And so, and I didn't do anything changing my eating habits or anything. I just gave the Diet Coke. It just motivated me right there. It pushed me to go take the next step, right? And so that was my first win.
Yeah, I think he had to find his why. And when he finally found the why, because I watched him struggle through trying to do different things and throughout the course of raising our kids. And he just kept failing and failing, and you lose weight, you gain weight. You gain more than you lose, right? So for him, once he found that why, and found that first win, that small win. He's big on the small wins. he did that first one, and I said, all right, we might be on to something here. And the love of a grandchild is incredible. I mean, it's so strong. So I think that's the push that he needed.
So Jack had his reason to lose weight, his why. In fact, he had several whys, but his big one being a new grandbaby on the way that he was going to need help take care of. He then got his small win by dropping Diet Coke and losing some weight. He saw a documentary by Anthony Lolly called Fat Lolly to Six Pack Lolly, where Anthony transforms his body by losing weight and also becoming really fit. And Jack was really inspired by that. That led him to Radical Body Transformation, which is the program that he signed up for, where he got a coach. And that coach really helped guide him into not only weight loss, but into physical fitness and building muscle. And really was the way that Jack Bunch became jacked.
In 2021, I had already tried another program that I only lost 4 pounds on. So I said, this isn't gonna work. So I went, I watched the documentary again, and I said, well, I gotta do what Anthony did, get a coach. Gotta get a coach. And I didn't know where to go for a coach. So RBT had coaches. So I just went ahead and just said, okay, I'll sign up. It helped me start eating healthier, right? So I was watching what I was eating, and I had just got my grandson because my daughter went back to work, but I wasn't moving because I still had the knee pain and the back pain, and I'm trying to change him and everything like that, and it's hurt. I can feel the pain, and then got a coach, put me on the meal plan and everything, and the rest is where I got now. My total weight loss was 175, and that's when I got to 195. When I hit the 195, and I looked in the mirror, and I just said, oh man, I thought I was gonna be good. I thought I was gonna have abs at 195. I mean, we're talking 370, now 195. The abs should be popping through. And I just had this loose skin there. And it seemed like the more weight I lost, the more loose skin I had, which didn't make any sense to me.
So Jack ends up being extremely successful in the Radical Body Transformation program. He goes to their competition in Toronto and wins. And that's how we end up actually meeting in person. And I'm just excited to be able to help him finish his transformation journey by removing the extra skin.
When I was in Toronto, I was backstage, I pushed myself away from everybody. So okay, come on, Jack, I'm saying, okay, you may not win this thing. So you're not gonna win, just get it out of your mind, just sit back here and just let it happen. And then they announced my name, it was like amazing. I tell you, I was so pumped at that time, man. I just went, just like that, man. And a couple of times I did that, because this is what I worked hard for, man. I put all this work in to get to that point, to remove this crap off of me. And yeah, so it was huge. So it hit me kind of emotionally at that point. Trying to hold it. I'm always holding it back. I don't know why all of a sudden I'm getting emotional with things, but I feel it deeply. And that's the thing. And usually I'm strong. You don't see me, getting tears or anything, but she knows me. All these years I don't, but for some reason this transformation thing has did something to me, and I feel things a little bit deeper. Even the ultimate of this whole thing, this transformation, that my why is bigger now. It covers all my family. Is leaving that legacy for the grandkids of health and fitness. So I don't want them to see a big papa, right? I want to see a fit papa, right? And understand that's it. This is life. This is normal right here. Being fit and eating healthy and stuff like that. And you can do so many things. I want to be that old grandpa that, that can do anything. Go hiking, go boating, do whatever, not to be stuck on a chair all day in front of a TV.
I really do understand. We've had a lot of talks about it, and I understand where he's coming from. And the whole taking your, not being able to get out of the pool really hit me. I never even imagined that. How would I, right? When he said that it was tough to get out of a pool, it hit me. I said, you need this. And I watched how hard he worked for this. The man worked so hard and was so driven.
Tonight, we're gonna have dinner with Jack and Liz, but first, we're headed to downtown Livermore for some shopping and exploration.
So we head to the downtown area of Livermore, and Main Street is super cool, a lot of cool shops. Janis and I have a little bit of food, a little bit more wine, and then we come along to Livermorium Plaza, where we learn all that we needed to know about Livermorium. And fun fact, we learned that only 6 cities in the whole world have elements named for them, and only 2 cities in the US, Livermore and Berkeley, California. So pretty cool to have found ourselves in one of them. Janis and I also explore a lot of little shops on Main Street, finding some good souvenirs, and it's just another wonderful sunny California day. So after exploring Main Street and learning all about Livermorium, Jack and Liz take us out to a local restaurant called Range Life with great food, and it's really just a perfect ending to a perfect weekend.
Jack and Liz have been such great hosts, but now it's back to the hotel and we look forward to seeing them in Austin.
Next time on Plastic Surgery Road Trip,